Hello everybody, this is Rob and I'm on Goshawk. It is, I don't even know what date it is. It's first week of April 2015. I did promise a while back to shoot some video. I was going to do an interior tour. I was going to do a whole bunch of stuff, but I've gotten hung up in winter. We've had a really rough February and March for that matter, and the progress isn't as much as I'd been hoping. Been working hard when I can, but as I said, it's really hard to work in the evenings and on the weekend when it's dull and dreary and the sun is down by the time I get home from work. And sounds like I'm making a bunch of excuses, and I am, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I've got to deal with at this point. I've been doing that off cabin work that I've discussed a couple of times, and I'm not ready to do the cabin video yet, but I wanted just to show you under the cover and look at the bit of a disaster I've got to deal with here and what I've been working around. This is actually the countertop, or part of the countertop for the aft cabin on the port side. The starboard side's all framed in, and we can actually put some clothes away now, so that's pretty good. This section here, once I get that in, then I'm going to be switching over to doing the vinyl on the top of the deck and stuff. But what else have I got here? Just offcuts and stuff. I got my cleats all powder coated, so they're ready to go on. If you can see over there, I've got a winch. I've rebuilt a couple of winches. I've got, I don't know, seven more, I think, or to do all together. And this is the mess I'm dealing with, and I know I should be a lot more organized than this at this point, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get to the point where I can think about taking the cover off anyway. If actually, here, we'll take a look over here. Okay, there, that's our friends in Nautilus, and they took their cover off just last week with intentions of moving down the lake a little bit to their summer location in Whitby. But actually, let's go back out. Get out of here, it's kind of stuffy in there. But we tried to leave on Friday, and we didn't get very far. We got, okay, here we go. Here we went, got out here, got out the slip. We came around here and we hit bottom right about there and moved out this way, and we're kind of chugging along, and we got out, and where you can see the Canadian flag, that's where you make the turn to go out the channel, which is back that way. And as soon as we made the turn, we got stuck in the mud. We were out there for about half an hour, 40 minutes before a really nice fellow over here with one of his big power boats came out and rescued us, brought us back in. It took some farting around, that's for sure. The had to actually hook up to one of the halyards to pull us out of the mud. And once we got back again to where the flag is, we chugged back in here, but that was just over an hour's worth of adventure to get right back where they started. So needless to say, they're a little disappointed that they couldn't get out the channel. Actually, you can see on the break wall over here, you can see three lines. You can see the rust line, then you can see a gray line above that, and then above that you can see basically the high water line. And so they need at least another foot to foot and a half to even think about doing it again. So we figure that rust line has got to be buried. If you are on the Great Lakes or have followed anything about the Great Lakes this year, we got frozen in quite tight during the during February. I think they were upwards of 85%, I think, at the high point of the Great Lakes were frozen. You can actually see, we had a little dusting of snow yesterday, so you can see where we've still got ice in the bay. The little white line across, basically halfway. Definitely not safe to go out, but the ice is still in here, and the Bay of Quinte east of us is still iced in on Lake Ontario. Most of the rest of Lake Ontario is free as far as I know, but then Lake Huron, Lake Superior for sure, they're all still quite frozen in. And what happens is all of Lake Superior, the water from Lake Superior and everywhere north of here has to melt to start topping the lakes up. And right about now we should see the water line starting to come up, and it hasn't happened yet. Actually, if anything, it's probably dropped even a little bit more than it's normal. Here you can take a little bit of look. See, our water line took more of a beating this year. We're doing the haul out in May, assuming everything goes to semi-plan, and we'll be doing the paint from basically the tow rail all the way back out to the bottom. This year I've got a whole big line of work to do. I'll make a list at some point so I can go through it quickly, because if I do it right now I'm going to be missing a bunch of stuff. But we're covered probably for another month, I would think. So that gives me time to finish up doing the interior work and finish up to do more of the interior work and get to a point where I can stop for the winter or for the summer. Well, that's about it for this update on the Easter long weekend of 2018. We will hopefully be posting something else in 2 or 3 weeks once we get closer to the cover coming off and the interior starting to get wrapped up, so it's not quite as much of a disaster, so I can show you the inside, and we'll talk about some other stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.